Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to see about the most commonly used and the most versatile type of furnace, that is the cupola furnace. So this cupola furnace, it is a vertical cylindrical shape type furnace and it works on the counter current principle. So the charged material will be descending downwards and flue gases will be moving upward. So the charged material is nothing but the coke, limestone, all those things they'll be placed in the top of the furnace, and when when they are heated up, they'll move towards downwards, and the gases produced from that will move upwards. So the flue gases will be ascending upwards and the charged material will descending downwards, thereby exchange of heat between the rising gases and descending takes place efficiently. Coke lumps are used as a fuel. Limestone is used as a flux material. So coke, limestone and a metal charge are charged into the cupola in the same sequence with a definite ratio. So this is the cupola furnace. You can see it's of a very tall, so of around 35-inch height. So here you can see there are different types of zones, and there is a door in the bottom. Here in this molten metal passage only, once after the metal is heated, we will be collecting the molten metal. There is also a blower to charge the limestone and the coke. So here through this is the charging door through which the charges are placed inside the furnace, and this is lined up with the refractory material. So once after the process is started, the coke is ignited and the blower is blown to keep it more heat, to produce more heat. So this produces the heat for the raw materials to be heated, and there is a slag port through which so here you can see the slag port through which the slag is taken out after the raw material is melted into the molten metal. So there are different types of zones: stack zone, preheating zone, melting zone and the reducing zone. Also there is a combustion zone, and here there is a molten metal hole, there is a door, column, foundation. Since it is a very large structure, the foundation should be very much strong to support the entire length, and this is lined up with the refractory materials. So the next one is zones in cupola. So we saw different types of zones in cupola. There are 4 different zones. One is well zone, combustion zone, reduction zone and preheating zone. So it starts with the well zone, that is from the bottom. It is a portion situated between the rammed sand at the bottom and just below the bottom edge of the tuyeres. So the molten metal is occupied in this zone. So this is the bottommost zone where the molten metal is occupied, and the next comes the combustion zone. So the combustion zone or oxidizing zone is situated from the bottom edge of the tuyeres. In this zone where rapid combustion takes place, due to which a lot of heat is generated in the furnace. So the temperature of this zone usually it varies from 1550 degrees Celsius to 1850 degrees Celsius. And reduction zone. So the reduction zone or a protection zone is a portion located from the top of the combustion zone to the top of the coke bed. In this zone, some of the hot CO2 gas moving upward through the hot gas coke gets reduced to carbon oxide. In other words, the reduction of CO2 to CO occurs in this zone. Due to the reduction, temperature reduces to 1200 degrees Celsius in this zone. So the next comes the preheating zone, which is the topmost of the cupola furnace. So the portion occupied from the top furnace of the melting zone to the charging door is called as a preheating zone. The hot gases rising upwards from the combustion and the reducing zone gives a heat to the charge before passing it of the surface. Thus, the charge is preheated and before descending downward. So, this is about the different zones in the cupola furnace. So, now we can see a video about the cupola furnace. So for many years, the cupola was the primary method of melting used in iron foundries. The cupola furnace have several unique characteristics which are responsible for its widespread use as a melting unit for cast iron. So this is best suited for the melting the cast iron. So the characteristics are as follows. The cupola is the only method which is continuous in operation. Okay, so the second one is it also high melt rate. It also has high melt rate, means it can be quickly melt the raw material, and at the same time it has relatively low operating cost also. It enables ease of operation. The operation is very simple. So this is the cupola furnace. This is how the cupola furnace is constructed. So you can see the charging door here. This is the topmost one, and there is a charging door through which the charge is placed inside the cupola. So it includes coke, limestone. So this is passed through a elevator into the cupola furnace. So here you can see the cupola furnace is lined up with a refractory material, and coke, the metal to be melted, coke, fuel, and a limestone as a flux is placed inside the cupola furnace through the charging door. So the purpose is to create the oxidation. So this is made up with a vertical steel shell inside which is a refractory brick. So now you can see it is placed layer by layer, and these are the two ways through which the air blast, the smoke is given so that the coke gets ignited. The heat is given through the two ways through which the because of which the coke gets ignited. So the gases, it goes downward, and the charging material, it goes downward, and the gases, it moves upward. So you can see the charging material is moving downward and the hot gases are going upward. So in the bottom, the it is heated and the molten material is molten metal is created, and through the tap hole the molten metal is collected. So this is the construction of a cupola furnace, and this video it shows about how that melting takes place inside the furnace. So this is the cupola furnace, and we are placing through the charging door we are placing this limestone material, coke, and the raw material to be melted, the cast iron, everything is placed inside this charging door. So once after placing the raw material, coke, and the limestone, the coke is ignited because it acts as a fuel, so it gets ignited easily by with the help of the air blower. So the raw material, everything is placed, and when the coke is ignited, the heating takes place, which melts up the raw material. So this red is nothing but the raw material that is getting melted, nothing but the cast iron. So once the melting process gets completed, it is collected in the ladle. So this is how the molten metal is collected. So this is about the construction and the different zones of working and the different zones of a cupola furnace. Thank you.